Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. This is a pre-primed white by me after they pre-primed it from Artist Loft 12 by 16 inch canvas. This is the painting that's my inspiration piece, which I hope to reproduce to a certain degree. And these are the colors I have picked out, and I'm just going to go for it in a bunch of different ways. That's Water Lily. And if they're not in the same exact spots, it doesn't matter to me because it's going to just continue on. This is Periwinkle. I don't usually add all my colors first, but I don't have a lot of time right now and I want to try this out. This is Perfect Indigo. Whoops, I dribbled. I don't think it's going to make a difference though. This is some Pink Carnation. I love this color and I'm almost out. I don't have any more. Got a little bit ginger flower. At least I'm using similar colors. I did not use any of this blue the last time, so I'll skip it for now. But I've got saffron or red orange. And Orange Crush. And then I'm going to hit it with some Decorated Americana 24 karat gold and maybe the golden iridescent gold I've got as well. No matter what we get, we'll work with it. Although I haven't thought too much past the colors I've got. I just saw the yellow orange that I mixed custom and I like it. Yeah, a little bit of that can't be a bad thing. I also pulled out Venetian Blue, which is a Modern Masters color. And I think it was a different color. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Snapdragon. I used in the first piece. I'm going to use my silicone rubber brushes. I might put a little jasmine in there too, because I can't really ever argue with my feeling that jasmine is my favorite color, pretty much. So this is a lot about setting this up. It's a Decorated 24 karat gold. And of course when I'm done, if I want to, I'll add some black, as you might have noticed in the first piece. Assuming that this goes half as well as I'm hoping it will. This is the golden iridescent gold. Seems to me I better make sure my sponge is damp, because I might want to be wiping my tools off with it. So I'm going to add a little water to that right now. I did it earlier, but it's an air-conditioned house. Alright, what am I missing? Nothing. Looks like I got everything. So that was the Decorated 24 karat gold. I'm just going to keep going. Mix all my colors together, at least to start. And hope it looks like something worth continuing with, which it usually does if you pick the right colors. I don't mind any accidental marks left behind. Excuse the frog in my throat, it's all texture. I feel bad when I don't talk, but I can't help it, I get focused. That was a risk. It's probably a risk worth taking. It's a little muddier than I wanted it to be. So I'll just get rid of that part right there. My bronze highlights are still gold. I don't know if that makes any sense. I turn paint a bronze color instead of brown by mixing it, but it's always metallic, so it's not usually a problem. I'm going to try and keep talking to you while I do this. I could have used some cell activator too. Trying to look and see where there's spaces that need something. I have a little white in the first piece, but not much. And once I fill in most of this, I'll be able to see what I need, if anything. And I'm sure there's going to be something. It will wind up looking a lot like a geometric. I don't know what the next stage is going to be like, or if I can finish it now. I doubt whether I can finish it now, but you never know. It has happened before now. And I like layering, so if I don't love what I've got, I can just come back and add more paint. Even if it's dry, no problem. I could also use some texture tools like toothy tools, but we'll see how that works. Don't know about that one dot. Guess this, oh, I thought I couldn't get it up, but I could. And I left some nice marks that I like. That's the benefit of being quick. You can scrape down through the paint if you want, if you're quick. I'm not leaving myself much white, but at least there's some, I guess. I like the random marks that the paint that's setting up as my paint is left behind. Not sure they all started out in the direction I intended them to go when I finally got them to go. You can tell I'm not really thinking about it, I'm just looking for places to fill in. That looked inappropriate. Now it's time to look for places, like I was just saying, to fill in. Oh, we got a little green down there. I don't like it. Now, what do I like? I like the periwinkle. I'd like some more of that, I think. Try and use the small brush, and then if I run out of time, I'll come back tomorrow maybe and add some black lines if I still want to. Where have I missed? No place in particular. I kind of like the dots, actually. Wipe off the rest of that schmutz. I could put some black lines in now. I could also put some white lines in now. Don't like that color that I keep scraping up. I'm going to grab a Q-tip, which I recommend. Take it right off my brush too with the Q-tip. Make sure there's no more. I was also confident that I wasn't making brown. And then guess what? Right out of the blue. Gotta remember I can scrape sideways with these brushes and it works really well. I think a little bit of jasmine. I actually like those little dots. Dot, 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 dot. I might want some more saffron too, but I think the jasmine is going to make me happy. I got to remember I already coated the canvas with white, so I can leave white spaces if I want to. I could also probably leave dots if I wanted to. Happy to mix things up. I think if I leave a little puddle of paint here, I don't have to. I've got a Q-tip. I remembered. I was going to say it'll dry, it'll be fine. But I really don't want to take a chance because I like what I've got. What else do I need? Maybe a little bit more Perfect Indigo. And then use my small brush to add some texture. I can always use the extra paint too. I kind of want that black now. Depends on how much time I've got left. I've got enough time. So we'll just put some black right in one of my little scrape dishes. In the meantime, I'll just keep scraping where I'm inclined. That's dry. Can't scrape where it's dry, or you get funky marks. It'll be okay though. When I don't like the muck, I'll add a color over and hope that it covers. Alright, I'm just going to take my black, throw a few pieces here and there. So far so good. I might want to do the same thing with the white. It's good to turn the canvas every so often, get a new perspective. It's the nice thing about a turntable. That doesn't feel right. But if I add something, I don't want to hurry. I might be hurrying. I might want to add some more gold over the top. Oh, that was a lot of black. That might have changed my attitude. I think I really like that yellow in there. I didn't think about actually making real squares, but I kind of like it. It's fun. It's good colors. These colors are my favorite colors. They always make me happy. I'd like to finish, but that would create the need for some white. And I really want to add some more gold over some of the gold spots too. Otherwise, it has a similar feeling. It's just not as loose as the other one, and I really liked how loose it was. Maybe if I keep working and add a few more dark spots. I don't mind the canvas texture showing through. Alright, well I guess if there's more that I want to do to it, it's going to have to be some other time, because otherwise I'm going to be out of time now. kind of want to add some white dots. Is that weird? That's Vivid Intense White. I don't recall having actually mixed up white with white dots, or dots with geometrics. I want gold, and I think you're going to be gone. So it's been overnight, and this is my inspiration piece, and I'm not feeling like what I did was close enough. So I'm going to keep working on it and hope I don't ruin it. I don't know how... It looks similar, but it's not the same. I like the black, which means I'm going to put some black in a dish. Take one of my tools and start by adding some real intense blacks in places. If I leave it heavy, I can probably scrape through it. Now, I don't want to just add black, I want to add some red-orange. It's a Vivid Intense. And I want to take my nail art tool and lead some lines over. And I'm liking that better already. I will black the edges also. Now, I gotta be a little careful. I don't like that odd shape. I've got gold underneath that spot, so I'm gonna bring it back. Needs a light touch. Paint over paint will slide a lot more easily. I want this not to be, I want it to look less organized and more organic. It's nice to move the eye around inside of a piece of art in a sort of a creative way. I don't know, there must be a better way to say that than that. Don't mind the dots I put down at the end yesterday. I think I'm going to run out of black. Probably should have put my red in first. But that's okay, because I can let this dry and come back in probably, 20 minutes or so. A little bit less white is making me happy though. Because the original one only had like 4 spots. I might be able to just do black, we'll see. I could just dab color into place. That might be kind of interesting. Maybe that's worth a try. Dab it in with the flat front of the brush. Like that. I like the idea of carving some of this away. I think it leaves a nice texture behind. But I kind of promised myself that when I ran out of black in my puddle that I would move on to another color, so we'll see if I can keep my word to myself. No, I don't like that. Wipe off my brush. I'm lacking black in this bottom corner. I think a black border will help a lot of things. That's a little better. Alright, I'm going to wipe that off. I'm going to rescue my sponge out of the bucket first so I can wipe it off. Because it almost dried on there. So what color next? I kind of want some gold. So we'll try that next. And I made up some Snapdragon between yesterday and today. And I also discovered that in the original piece I had silver. I don't think it's going to show up very much over bright colors until it's dry, and then it'll just catch the light. Unless I can put it on a little heavier, which is kind of tall order. I think layers works better. I still want to try some of that Snapdragon, but I'm really liking what's happening here. It's definitely an improvement for me. Should have wiped that off. Alright, let's try a little bit of Snapdragon. Let's use the nail art tool. My hand's not steady like it used to be. Time to try the brush. I think I'm going to like that. I got to put it on kind of heavy to get it to show up, I think. Hoping my head isn't in the way all the time. Really love those dots, but I'm having a good time now, so I'm not going to worry too much about anything. There's always a future alternative painting. I'm not sure how dark the, oh yeah, no, I'm really liking this now. Wipe off my brush. Where do I want some silver? I'm just going to put it straight on. Am I? I don't really know that I want this. Let's try it once and see. I could even add a fingerful. I'm not too worried about that. I was going to pull out more white, but I don't think I want it. I think I have just enough white in there. This is Alizarin Rose. A Vivid Intense. It's an all-time favorite of mine. And hopefully it'll just zhuzh up some of the pinks. in that case, add some color. Looks like I really need to wipe off my brush, but I kind of like the black that's coming off. So I'll just keep using it. Until it's gone. Let's go ahead and try the Vivid Intense Red Orange Vermilion. Which I'm going to leave heavy because otherwise I don't think it'll show up very well. I do want to keep spinning to make sure that I'm getting the feeling I want. I am pretty happy with this, but I'm being tempted by white. Especially since I can put it right over the black. I want to try that. Don't want to do too much of that. I think it's going to draw a lot of attention. Not the least bit unhappy that I decided to do this, though. It's much closer to what I had in mind. If I really wanted it to be a lot closer still, I could add some bigger, blacker areas. But I'm not sure I'm ready to do that. A little more black, and I guess I'll find out. Thought about blacking the edges before I came back. I'm really liking this. I think I ought to stop. I don't think I'm going to change my mind, and I probably could keep going for quite a while, and I bet anybody else could, but for the purposes of making a video, it needs to be over soon. I'm sorry if my head is in the way part of the time. Still want to try the white again. I could add more dancing fuchsia. I could add a bunch of stuff. I'd like to go for larger color blocks next time, but I'm pretty happy, so I'm going to stop. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for watching longer. My email address is easpb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com if you'd like to inquire. An artwork linked, or you'll find Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, a couple of my websites, my Amazon link. Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 of my books are on the Amazon link, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. Thank you. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to the members. Thank you to those of you who use PayPal to make a donation to keep me painting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys endlessly, and you inspire me always. My paint pouring recipes below show more. Thank you for being here. Bye for now. Priscilla out.